to another edition of News You Can Use. I am Ebony Jimerson. On this show, we'll recap homecoming, look at how our athletes helped with the fight against breast cancer, and a look at Hatboro-Horsham's high school first political convention. But up first, the effects of Hurricane Sandy on the Hatboro-Horsham School District. Hurricane Sandy hit the Hatboro-Horsham area in late October with 70-mile-an-hour winds and minor flooding. Luckily, damage at the high school was limited to a toppled tree on Hatter's Way. However, a portion of the siding was torn off the model classrooms in the back of the school, but overall, storm damage was small. Not far from the high school is Simmons Elementary. Fallen tree branches seem to be the only evidence that a storm had passed through. Like Hatboro-Horsham High School, Simmons had no significant damage. At Keith Valley Middle School, cleanup crews were busy clearing fallen tree branches in the parking lot. Power was out, but the building was spared of any structural damage. Pennypack Elementary was without power for a week, but luckily, the sandbags placed around the building was not needed. The Pennypack Creek did not raise over its banks like it normally does, and the school was spared of any significant storm damage. The school district evaded any real structural damage, but had to close all of the schools for 3 days because of power outages in the area. Pennypack was without power for a week, so its students temporarily went to school at Simmons Elementary to finish out the week. The school district wishes to thank all of the employees and staff members who helped get us up and running after the hurricane. Now on to other news. On October 6th, Hatboro-Horsham High School hosted its annual homecoming dance at the high school gym. Hundreds of students danced the night away and cheered the homecoming king and queen. Emily Simonson put this video together, capturing the excitement surrounding the dance.
One more time. We're gonna celebrate, oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time.
Great video, Emily, and congratulations to our homecoming king and queen, Michael Brown and Tori Adlam. Now on to news from the Jarrett Nature Center. Students at Crooked Billet took advantage of the JNC early this fall. On a class trip, their goal was to search through the Nature Center to find and identify any aspect of the ecosystem that would be affected by commercial development. Using digital cameras, they documented various species of insects, plants, and animals. With that information documented, they wrote a letter describing the negative effects such development would have on the wildlife in the area.
Our Crooked Billet fifth graders, I should say, we're in the Nature Center today to document the living and the non-living things that exist in the Nature Center. They have a pretend scenario put in front of them right now where a builder is going to come in and take down an area of the nature center, and they have to find out what the effects of the natural environment will be. We're out here, again, just trying to identify and find as many things as we possibly can that would be affected by someone coming in and taking out an area of the nature center. So you can tell they're very excited today. And some of them have been here before. Others, this is their first time to the nature center. So we're hoping that it'll spark some interest and they'll be back.
Time in the Nature Center is a welcome break from the classroom for the students and even the teachers. It is important to build appreciation and show the positive role of natural environments in our community. And the scenario the students of Crooked Village were working through does just that. Hallowell students hosted a fall reading night offering fun activities for students and family members to celebrate reading. People had the chance to listen to readings from several different books, participate in singing events, or keep warm with hot chocolate.
Welcome to Hallowell's first annual Fall for Reading event. All Hallowell family community, Hallowell family members, past teachers, along with present teachers, are here to celebrate our wonderful evening.
Once upon a time in a nursery rhyme, there were the three bears. Chop, chop, chop.
We will have singing events, healthy snacks, reading stations, and just basically fun fall activities to help celebrate reading. We're here to celebrate and to encourage kids to read for enjoyment, to read for information, and just to have fun while reading.
Creating a fun environment associated with reading is an important and helpful way to spark interest in promoting the value of reading. Students, teachers, and family members came together and created a fun-filled night of reading. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and our student athletes help raise awareness by outfitting themselves in pink during their games. Here's a look at highlights from the football, field hockey, and soccer teams as they honored those who fight this terrible disease.
The Hatters getting ready to take on Quakertown and looking for their first victory of the year. First quarter, Luke Spayetz gets the call, and he runs 30 yards. For the first score of the game, the Hatters up 7-0 after the extra point with 7:30 left in the first quarter. Still in the first quarter, Quakertown has the ball. It's 3rd and 4 on the Hatters' 44-yard line. Quarterback Mike Sawyer. Hatters thought they had him down, but he breaks a few tackles and runs 44 yards for the touchdown. Hatters up 7-6 before the extra point. Now Quakertown trying for the 2-point conversion. But Luke Spayetz, again, He's all over the field. He makes the stop, and the Hatters lead by 1 point. Hatters on their next possession give it to who else but Luke Spades, who runs 54 yards for his second touchdown of the day. Spades would end up with 200 yards on 19 carries for the night, and the Hatters would hang on to win by 1 point, 14-13 for their first victory of the year. Now on to field hockey, where the Hatters honor 2 breast cancer research centers before their game against Pennsbury in September. We pick up action in the first half. Robin Barbell to Colby Eldridge, who gets the Hatters on the board with this shot to give the home team a 1-0 lead. Still in the first half, forward Maggie Leash with the ball gets it to Robin Barbell, who hits the side of the net, but who's in front? Eldridge, who scores her second goal of the game. Hatters up 2-0. We pick up action late in the second half. Hatters up 2-0 when Barbell gets a free pass. It's Casey Swayze who scores her first goal of the game to give the Hatters a 3-0 lead. The Lady Hatters would go on to win 3-0 and move to 5-4 on the season. Now on to soccer. The Keith Valley 7th and 8th graders held the Gia Ardetti Classic Soccer game on October 10th, honoring the late athletic secretary. Her family was presented a picture collage before the games to help memorialize her memory. Keith Valley and Abington 7th grade teams posed for pictures before the game, showing combined support for breast cancer awareness. Now on to game action. The Hatters will strike first as Moretta Michaels scores on this loose ball to make it 1-0 Hatters in the first half. But Abington, they come back. The Hatters goalkeeper tries to make a play, but can't come up with a save, and Abington knocks it into the goal to tie the game at 1. Later in the first half, Abington threatening again. Hatters try to clear it out, but Abington comes up, and number 17 makes a great pass here to number 15, who scores the go-ahead goal, and Abington would go on to win 2-1 against our 7th grade team.
Tough loss for the 7th graders, but what a job all of our sports teams did to help combat breast cancer. Hatboro-Horsham High School students got into the spirit of the political season by assembling together for a convention. The entire student body got a lesson on the political process and a perspective on the positions of our presidential candidates. Here's our report.
On October 26, 2012, the Hatboro-Horsham High School ran its first political convention. The high school youth and government club organized and executed this event to raise awareness about voting. There were many parts to this assembly, but the message was consistent.
We wanted to be informative. We wanted it to be instructional, okay, because we have a vote coming up, a mock election coming up next Tuesday. But we also wanted it to be fun. And that's why we spliced in so many parts. So there was instruction, but it was also fun.
One of the neatest elements of this convention was the interactive survey students voted on in real time.
I think it was amazing for our kids to sit there with smartphones and be able to plug in their answer and it instantaneously go up onto the screen in front of the auditorium. I think that part went incredibly well. And it was interesting to get a gauge of the people who were sitting in the auditorium at that time.
Represent Governor Romney's camp, Ms. Danielle Moore. And here to represent President Barack Obama, Wayne Armanivitz.
Another important aspect to the convention was the students who volunteered to represent the two candidates. Both students were instructed to research and represent their candidates on issues surrounding the election.
Romney's background in business gives an extremely thorough understanding of how the economics work, and he is the best candidate to make the economy successful.
It's funny you mention Barack Obama's promise of change, because when he took office, our economy was losing 800,000 jobs per month. He proposed a stimulus package, and he moved us forward. And since then, we've created 5.2 million new jobs.
Up until last week, we were going to have two speakers representing Romney, two speakers representing Obama. And as it turned out, just because of tightness of time and trying to make it all work, we thought maybe just one person would be better. All the research is directly from, let's say, Mitt Romney's website. Direct ideas, direct quotes, how he feels about it, and the same thing with the Obama team. When they put that together, and there was constant shaping for the last several weeks, what is it that we want to say about each one of these topics? So,
ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for our representatives, for both Governor Mitt Romney and President Barack Obama.
After the presentation of issues by our student representatives, a few more videos were shown encouraging students to be more civic-minded. The convention ended with balloons and confetti pouring down on the students.
Politics can be fun. Our goal here, our mission, is to have our students connected in a greater way, to show them that it could be a very interesting, fun type of activity to get involved in. And it's only when you're connected by reading more, by paying more attention to what's going on in their world that actually affects them.
Now that the students had a chance to see and hear the issues that affect them in this election, it was time to vote. On Monday, November 5th, Hatboro-Horsham students line up to vote in the cafeteria in a mock election on who they would like to see become the next president of the United States. 452 students voted, and 321 voted for Barack Obama as the next president. But more important than who won the election was the message about civics.
This notion of civic virtue is very important for our students here to understand, because ultimately it's going to pay off within our community. I'll give you, for instance, civic virtue can be defined as participating with a summer baseball program, helping out at a soup kitchen, all these kinds of, it could be volunteering in our military and signing up. So it is on a wide range of levels, but we need Americans to participate within our society and understand to a greater degree this notion of civic responsibility.
It looked like everyone had a good time with the convention and the voting process. 681 students registered to vote in the mock election. 452 actually voted. There were 321 votes for Obama and 131 votes for Romney. Obama was the students' choice and America's choice as well for the next president. The high school also held elections that were real. After the school year was underway, students who sought positions on the advisory board gave speeches to their classes. They spoke of securing class trips and making their year memorable and enjoyable. Here are the winners giving their election speeches.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Allie Pollock, and I will be serving as your 2015 Advisory Secretary this year. As your Secretary, my main goal is to keep the communication strong between the entire grade. I will be working with the officers this year and coming up with new ideas for fundraisers, activity, community service ideas, and many other opportunities. To make this school year successful, we will make sure everybody's ideas are heard. In order to make everybody happy, we will make sure to voice our ideas to the student body and try to get as many people involved. A great way to make sure your ideas are heard is joining our advisory board. Advisory board will meet this year on the first Thursday of every month. We will always give our members a chance to voice their opinion at every meeting. We make decisions as a whole and try to get everyone involved and happy. I hope you consider joining this club because your input will make your school year better. This year, we want to make our sophomore t-shirts before Spirit Week in November. We will be changing our name from the Dream Team of 2015 to something different. We wanted to keep the names related to our grade graduating in 2015 and being a sophomore. You'll be voting for your favorite name based on what represents our class the most. The names that you're voting for are ahead of the rest, the class of 2015 is the best. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're a 15, making history. Have no fear, the class of 2015 is here. Make sure you vote on the slogan that you like the best because it will represent our grade for an entire sophomore year. We will all be wearing the shirts during Spirit Week to show our class pride. I cannot wait for this upcoming year and all the experiences that we will share. Thank you.
Hello, for those of you that do not know me, my name is Matthew Newman. I've served as the class treasurer last year and now hold this position as well this year. At the end of last year, we had just under $2,000, but now, from some of our fundraising, we've just over $2,000. Some of the fundraising that we have done are activity cards, class t-shirts, and the March Madness tournament. I feel that I'm the best candidate, for several reasons. I'm involved in the community in various ways, and also involved in Hatboro-Horsham High School. I know what the requirements are as well, because like I said earlier, I served last year as well. My goals for our sophomore year are to continue doing things that we did successful last year and expand on them, like the March Madness tournament and other advisory board events. We will have new and exciting programs and activities that will also help. My goal personally to help advisory board is to make a lot more money so that our senior year trip can be more accessible to all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gordon Hodges, and I want to thank you for allowing me to be your class president last year, and I'm looking forward to continue being an advisory board officer. I believe I'm the best candidate for vice president because I'm trustworthy, easy to talk to, a good listener, and can come up with creative ideas. Last year, I believe we had a successful year. First, we were able to do things no other class has done before. Our class started the first March Madness tournament. We had a lot of people participate in this event. It turned out so good that we decided to continue it this year and hopefully all of our remaining years in high school. We can't forget about our first Spirit Week. We really represented our grade by coming in second in the hallway competition and Kayla winning the dance competition. Hopefully we can continue this again. Usually the class field trip is going to the Phillies game, but instead we went to Hershey Park. I know it was a fun time and we will try to continue to have another great class trip this year. We had a couple of community service events. We helped out with the Jarrett Nature Center multiple times. I want more people to participate in the community service events this year. We keep a record of your participation. This will help you when you need proof of community service hours. Last year was our first year and we were still getting used to things, but now we have more experience and we will have even better ideas this year. I know the dance didn't work out, but I also want to have a sophomore dance this year. Activity cards will be sold again, and now if you buy one, it will discount your class t-shirt. I also want to have more people become a member of the advisory board, and I want people to go to meetings on a regular basis. Don't forget to let me know if you have any ideas, and feel free to come to me at any time because I will listen to anyone's ideas. Finally, I will not let you guys down, and I promise to be the best vice president I can be. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ryan Fitzpatrick. If it wasn't for all of you here today, I would be alone. First of all, I want to thank everyone for voting for me last year as our freshman vice president. I'm very excited to be a sophomore class president this year. A lot of things we did last year, we'll continue on doing this year, while adding some new things as well. We're going to try and have at least 2 community service projects at the Jarrett Nature Center this year. Next, we want to keep the March Madness tournament going. because last year we raised so much money and it was really fun for everyone. I would like to make an even bigger prize this year for the winning team of the tournament. We also decorated the Freshman Academy hallway and won second place. Hopefully we take first place this year. The t-shirts we designed last year were really creative with the slogan Dream Team 2015. This year we're going to vote on a new slogan, and hopefully it's even better than last year's. Grant and I did a great job last year staying focused and organized as we met with many administrators to get things done. I made so many connections with DJs, administrators, faculty members, and upperclassmen. I will continue my work with these groups to bring new and special things for us each year. As your class president, I will lead us into a great year with some fun new events. Last year I tried bringing DJ Pauly D to our school. I contacted his agency and we got the pricing for him to come here. Due to limited funds, this did not happen. I have connections made with different celebrity agencies that I'm looking to get our school events. But see, as president, I have all those things in mind. I'm thinking big, and I'm ready to get these crazy ideas moving and taking the steps now for later years. I definitely want to do some cool new things this year. I want to have at least 2 school dances, one held for the sophomores and freshmen, and one open to the whole school. The one open to the whole school will be a hard thing to push, but I'll be working with my friends on the senior class board. Also, a great way to raise money is to have a car wash. I'm looking to have one later in the year. Our biggest decision of the year will definitely be a class trip, considering how successful our class trip was last year. Last year we went to Hershey. I felt we met all the demands of the students. There were roller coasters, water parks, stores, restaurants, and even a zoo. I want to keep this year's field trip a small cost to the students and get a partial day off from school for it. I suggest to all the students that you buy activity fee cards. They get you into any home sports event. I will be advertising and selling them in the upcoming weeks. I also highly recommend on joining the 2015 Advisory Board. It's a really cool experience to help make decisions for your class, plus free pizza at the end of the year. If there's any girls out there looking to join Powder Puff, Coach Fitz will make sure we win. Oh, and I thought I'd end with my motto. If a speech is long, it better be good. But if a speech is bad, it better be short. And if you fail at this, you better have free candy. So I'm giving out free candy in case it was. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alex Hong, and I am on this podium speaking to you about running for the 2012 Advisory Board President election. And probably, most of you don't even care. Probably, on your mind is probably, I should be doing my homework. Why am I sitting here? Or, I'm really hungry. This is wasting my lunchtime. Maybe some of you are thinking, dude, cut your hair. Probably some of you are on your mobile texting, I'm so bored, wanna hang, or, dude, 7 p.m., Guild Wars 2, dungeon, let's do it. I'm here, standing on this podium, not to look great, I am, but as a potential candidate for this year. So I ask for your attention, not as an authority figure, but as student to student. One of my qualities I wish to present to you is my die-hard determination. No matter how hopeless a situation may be, I will get the job done, even if it kills me trying. If there's a fundraiser that needs to be done, it's going to be done. If there's an event that needs to be planned, it's going to be done. I'm a man who's determined to make sure that you live your school life to the fullest. I'm a man who's determined to put a smile on all of your faces. Now, integrity is a quality that is now dripping away from society today. People fear of not fitting in and not being cool, and as such, they cloud their judgment with emotions or ego. I will tell you right now, such petty emotions and peer pressure will not dictate anything. Nothing. I will decide based on logical thinking what is best for all of you. Not for my group of friends, not my best friend, but for you. For all of you. And I am here for you.
Hi everybody, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mary Kate Selgrath and I'm running for Vice President. This will be my 3rd year on the advisory board, and for the past 2 years I've held officer positions. I think that this experience and knowledge will greatly help me help you. Junior year is a big year for everyone, and I think that as a class, we should have big accomplishments. I'm hoping to use my experience with this position to better accomplish things such as the class trip, fundraisers, prom, and other community service. I know that these things that we want to accomplish start with the advisory board and I, but they end with you. I know that I will do my best to motivate our class to stay on top of events and fundraisers. These fundraisers can help to raise money for things like the class trip and junior prom. This year, I hope to have creative fundraisers that everyone will enjoy, so we can lower the prices of t-shirts, prom, even a class trip, whatever the class decides on as a whole. For these exciting events, it is important that everyone have a voice in the decision. Advisory Board has also already done community service projects, but hopefully this year we can build upon them more so that everyone can have an opportunity to give back to their community. This year, I believe that as a class we can accomplish so many great things, and I would like to have an active role in that. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I appreciate your time when you would rather be doing your homework.
Hello, junior class. My name's Maggie Leish, and I'm in the running to become your next advisory board secretary for the 2012-2013 school year. For those of you who don't know me already, I'm loud, outgoing, pretty social, and I'm the weird girl you might see walking down the hallways on her toes. But there is a side of me most people don't see, and that's a hard-working academic side. Back in the day, when I was a cool middle schooler at St. Catherine's, I was secretary twice. Twice. That's twice. So you should vote for me again. And I was president of my 8th grade class. I know, I'm sort of a big deal. When I first entered high school though, I was too scared to run for an office position, but now, as a big bad junior, I'm ready. I've been a part of advisory board for 2 years now, 2 years, so I do have experience. I've seen how it works here at Hatboro-Horsham and have been an active member participating in fundraising, Spirit Week activities, and volunteer work. As much as I have loved being a part of advisory board, I want to do more. It's time to take a step off the sidelines and become more of a leader figure. With my positive outlook on things, organization skills, and the way I give my all in everything I do, I think I'd be a good fit for this position. I promise you that if elected, I will fulfill all required duties necessary to get the job done, attend every meeting, and contribute ideas to make this school year one of the best we've ever had. Vote me, Maggie Leish, the weird girl that walks on her toes, to be our next advisory board secretary. Thank you.
The limit does not exist. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2012, Katty Herring got it right when she made this exclamation in my favorite movie, Mean Girls. And this year, the limit will not exist if I'm elected. Hello, my name is Stephanie Ardman, and I would like to once again be your advisory board treasurer for the 2012-2013 school year. My experience in this office gives me the proper tools in order to be successful in the year to come. We have many events to look forward to during our junior year. The prom, a class trip, the SATs, the Keystones, and really any other kind of standardized testing the government decides to give us. So, I want to make these events worthwhile, at least the good ones, and affordable for everyone to participate. Now, I'm no politician, and I don't have a huge campaign or have debates with other candidates, but I do want your vote. The Democrats and Republicans are trying to win votes by claiming that they will stimulate America's economy. But in reality, we all know that the only thing that needs to be stimulated is the lunch line during deli bar. Although I cannot promise you a tranquil voyage through the Hatboro-Horsham lunch lines, I can promise you this. If you vote for me, the limit will not exist. So remember, vote Stephanie Arnman for your advisory board treasurer, because you have no other choice. Thank you, and you're welcome.
Hi, everybody. My name is Bryce, and I'm running unopposed for class secretary. I've done this for 2 years, so I've gained a lot of skills over those 2 years that I think will help me for our last year to make it a good year. And maybe we'll have like a class trip finally, and that's really it. So have a good day, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Maddie Hilliard, and I will be your senior class treasurer. I'm really excited about our last year of high school together, and I believe we can make it a great and successful year, and I possess the necessary skills needed to fulfill this position, and as a whole, we can make this our best year yet. That's it I really got.
Hi, my name is Emily Hawes. I'm running for vice president because I want to have an impact on our senior year. I believe that I have the communication skills, innovative ideas, and responsible personality to ensure our class leaves a valuable legacy at Hatboro-Horsham Senior High School. We all know that for the past few years, our grade has been less than enthusiastic when it comes to school spirit. I remember when we first entered high school and the administrators expressed their anticipation for our grade's potential. In order for our class to justify those expectations, our actions during our senior year must be exceptional. By working together, I know that we can easily accomplish the many responsibilities assumed by the senior class. As vice president, it will be my job to publicize major events and fundraisers that occur. While the success of such events starts with me, it finishes with you. Participation is key, and dedicated leadership is what it takes to make sure involvement transpires. I want our senior year to be the best that it could possibly be, and I believe that I am the best candidate to make that happen.
Hi guys, I'm Katie Salmon, and I'm running to be your class president. It feels so good to finally say that we are seniors. It is time for us, the class of 2013, to take charge and become the leaders of this school. This year belongs to us. We need to step up our spirit, outreach, and pride. But we have 9 months until graduation, and my goal is to make the class of 2013 the best that it can be. I'm running for class president because our advisory board must become more efficient and organized so that I can provide you with the events and programs that make senior year the amazing year that it can be. As some of you may know, our advisory board has not always been the most effective. We can no longer allow the important details to slip through the cracks. We must approach this year with a fresh perspective. Our advisory needs someone who is experienced in guiding other clubs and organizations, someone who seeks to increase the level of interaction and collaboration between all of the different activities and teams here at Hatboro-Horsham. Do you want a class trip? Do you want a senior bash? Do you want a variety show? This year, we have a long list of activities and events that must be organized by the Senior Advisory Board. Elect the candidate who will get it done. For my entire high school career, I've served as a member of Student Council in various roles such as secretary, underclass rep, and outreach committee head. I've helped to organize and run events such as the Wing Bowl, Homecoming Dance, and Winter Ball. I firmly believe that if you want to get something done, you must take action and get involved. However, I cannot accomplish these goals without you. I want to ensure that all of you have an opportunity to contribute your ideas and opinions to us and to provide input on every activity that we head. I want every member of the class of 2013 to play a role in making this year the best of our high school careers, and to leave our mark on Hatboro-Horsham. It is time for change, and it is time for a new direction. You know it, and I know it. Our past attempts will no longer cut it. Improvement is essential. Through my leadership, I hope to transcend all previous goals and standards. As seniors, we are given great privilege, and with that comes great responsibility. We as a class need to make advisory more effective. We need to cooperate and work together. We need to be accountable for the actions of our classmates and the outcomes of our decisions. As the President of Advisory Board, I hope to incorporate committees and make meetings more productive. I hope to use your ideas, your opinions, and your concerns to create an inclusive advisory board that achieves and surpasses our goals. We are now the class that everyone in the school looks up to, so let's show them how it's done. Let's reach out and work with other clubs. Let's get involved in our community, and let's unite this school. We are given the chance to achieve greatness, and I promise to lead you in that direction. It would be an honor and a privilege to serve and represent our grade. So let me ask you, when you picture yourself sitting on the field at graduation, what do you want to be most proud of? What events do you want to look back on? And what mark do you hope to have left on the Hatboro-Horsham High School and our community? It is time for us, the class of 2013, to begin a new direction. We must work together to unite and lead our school and to leave a lasting, positive legacy on Hatboro-Horsham Senior High School. So who says 13 is an unlucky number? I say this will be the best year yet. Vote Katie Salmon for class president.
Students voiced their opinions and decided on who they thought best to lead their class for a year. Congratulations to all the winners on a successful candidacy, and good luck for a productive school year. Well, that will do for this edition of News You Can Use. I am Ebony Jimerson. See you next time for another episode of News You Can Use.